These waters have produced some of the world's greatest seafarers. The ancestors of the people you see in this clip made the Eastern Mediterranean trade routes the hub for merchants, traders and colonizers. Look at these people. They belong to a land so old, the alphabet used by their forefathers was the foundation for the Greek alphabet. Welcome to one of the most important cradles of human civilization. Welcome to Lebanon. In today's video, I will go beyond the obvious headlines and stories of war and devastation. In this video, I will tell you the story of dear Lebanon, a place whose story is so riveting, so compelling and so heartbreaking that at certain moments of my research, I had tears in my eyes. I'm Manish Adhikary and you're watching First Things Fast. Lebanon is currently facing some of its most challenging times. The country is grappling with the resurgence of conflict along and within its borders. Yet, beneath the turmoil, Lebanon remains a land with an extraordinary history, culture and spirit. Lebanon's story begins thousands of years ago, making it one of the cradles of human civilization. You see the hills here? There's a pall of haze blowing over it, trying to hide 15 dead bodies, and with it a history that is older than over 2,000 years. These iconic trees, Cedars of Lebanon, have been around for over 2 millennia, with some standing tall for more than 3,000 years. They are mentioned in texts dating back to the Bible, where they were referred to as a symbol of strength and endurance. The Cedars of Lebanon were also prized by ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Phoenicians and Mesopotamians for their high-quality wood. They used the timber they got here for shipbuilding, religious temples and royal palaces. A lot of this has been cut away, of course, but what remains is aptly called the Cedars of God. It is located in the mountains near Bishari and is the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Lebanon was the home of ancient Phoenicians. They were master seafarers who spread their influence across the Mediterranean. The city of Byblos here is thought to be one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. Their version of what Benares is to us Indians. Now, Lebanon is also home to the ruins of Baalbek. Their towering Roman columns are some of the most impressive archaeological sites on the planet. Despite its small size, Lebanon has had a massive influence on global cuisine. The country's food is a symbol of its rich culture. Hummus, tabbouleh, shawarma and kibbeh are not just dishes, they are a reflection of Lebanon's connection to the Mediterranean. These flavors have made their way into kitchens worldwide. Beyond the plates, Lebanon's cafe culture and local wines are enjoyed across the Middle East and beyond. Lebanon's capital, Beirut, has long been a cultural hub, often referred to as the Paris of the Middle East.
Beirut, this emblematic world city.
Before the civil war in the 1970s, Beirut was a center for intellectuals, artists and writers, filled with art galleries, bookshops and a buzzing nightlife.
Beirut got a beach club way back in the 1930s and was called the Paris of the Middle East. Now looks like this.
Lebanon is one of the most religiously diverse countries in the Arab world. With 18 recognized religious sects, including Christians, Sunni and Shia Muslims and Druze, Lebanon is a patchwork of cultural and religious traditions. This diversity has both enriched and complicated its political landscape, but it has also given Lebanon a unique blend of traditions. Despite covering just over 10,000 square kilometers, Lebanon's influence is far-reaching. Its population, estimated at 5.4 to 6 million, includes over 1 million Syrian refugees, making Lebanon one of the countries with the highest per capita refugee population in the world. Lebanon has historically been a middle-income nation, but its economy has dramatically deteriorated. Its GDP, once over $50 billion in 2018, now hovers around $20 billion. Unemployment has soared and hyperinflation continues to squeeze the population. Yet, education remains a priority, with Lebanon's literacy rate standing at an impressive 95%. Since the financial collapse in 2019, the situation in Lebanon has worsened drastically.
A victim of one of the worst financial collapses since the 1800s.
The Beirut port explosion in 2020 devastated the capital, killing over 200 people and leaving thousands homeless.
An explosion ripped through Beirut's port.
Today, 80% of the population lives in poverty, with many struggling to afford even basic necessities. The devaluation of the Lebanese lira has left salaries almost worthless, and families are grappling with shortage of fuel, food and medicine. Remember, I'm talking about a time before the current war began. Experts predict a further 1% concentration in the economy in 2024 due to ongoing conflicts, hyperinflation and high unemployment.
All the people you can see in the long queues heading towards the Syria and getting the Syrian vehicle there, because the Lebanese people not need any kind of documentation or any kind of visa to move towards the Syria.
Despite the presence of reformist politicians, the traditional elite and groups like Hezbollah continue to block progress, leaving the country in a state of gridlock. But the Lebanese people continue to be proud of their history, culture and traditions. Lebanon is far more than the conflicts that have shaped its recent history. It is a country of ancient civilizations, incredible diversity, rich cuisine and breathtaking landscapes. It's a country just like any other, dreaming for a better future.